Hello, I'm Jonathan J. Sanford, president of the University of Dallas. In the last session, I spent some time introducing you to Aristotle. Why Aristotle? Well, I'm looking at Aristotle as a great practitioner of the liberal arts. Why are we talking about the liberal arts? Because the liberal arts, I think, are the great solution to the fears we have about an AI future. It's the liberal arts, I'm arguing, that will enable us to put artificial intelligence to its proper uses, and not to be fearful of doing so, but will also prevent us from being enslaved to artificial intelligence. And so what we need to do is to ensure that we have a real education at the heart of the way in which we form young people from the primary age all the way up to postgraduate studies. They need to encounter real things. They need to encounter them themselves in an unmediated fashion, which isn't to suggest there are not appropriate applications of artificial intelligence in some disciplines, but that would be for the sake of advancing knowledge, not replacing human knowledge. We want to cultivate real knowing. We want to cultivate real judgment. And so the question I posed at the end of that last session was, well, how do we even begin? I still want to look a little bit more at the parts of animals, this work of Aristotle, because he gives us another important clue, an answer to that question. He contrasts the study of the heavens, which is grand and great, right? Astronomy. You're thinking about these entities that present themselves as though they have always been there. And the study of parts of animals, zoology, we would call that study now. It seems so humble. Why would you spend any time investigating animal nature, parts of animals? It's the sort of thing we might recoil from if we were elevated by this grand vision of the study of astronomy. Well, I told you last time that it's important to have a comprehensive education, an education that comprehends the whole field of human inquiry. And that whole field certainly includes an investigation of the parts of animals. And Aristotle tells us that we ought not recoil from these supposedly more humble things because there's real beauty there. In fact, he writes, "We therefore must not recoil with childish aversion from the examination of the humbler animals, for every realm of nature is marvelous." What does he mean by the marvelous? Well, he means that you can find beauty, you can marvel at the beauty, you find order, you find purpose, and you can step back and reflect upon how the order and purpose and beauty within zoology is connected to the order and beauty and purpose that one discerns from a study of the heavens. That's just part of the overall work needed to cultivate a real mastery of your own judgments, a real mastery of your life. And it's through such a mastery that we can live freely and enable ourselves to serve the common good and to promote the path to genuine wisdom. In the next session, I want to talk a little bit more about what I mean by that path to wisdom.